Oh, it's fantastic. What? How does it go? My asshole is elastic? No, it's not how it goes. Are you filming? What the fuck? Hey everybody, welcome back to Exotic Car Hacks. And we are now today talking about Barbie's latest car, the RWB. Finally, after like 2 years of like looking for something like this, our friends at RMC have delivered. And here is RWB with a heavenly body kit with a full pink interior, something you would see a guy like me driving because I love stuff like this. And shout out to people like Jeffree Star that are willing to do shit like this. This wasn't his car, but I love cars like these. I love crazy creations like these because I think it's so unique and so crazy. It doesn't really go fast. It actually drives like complete shit. It makes noises when you turn the wheels all the way because it's rubbing everywhere. It's incredibly uncomfortable. Basically, it's an old ass Porsche with a body kit and it's completely not worth the money except that it is. But this is what these RWB cars are. A lot of people that are buying these cars are buying them with the hope that the founder of RWB ends up dying. And I don't know if that's the case or not, or I don't really know if it's gonna happen or not, but I can tell you for sure, RWB is definitely something interesting. You may have noticed that previously I had an RX-7 that was pretty incredible. The Gran Turismo car was amazing, but it just wasn't something I could even get into. If you watch the video, it had a cage, it was very uncomfortable, and just wasn't working out. I called my friend Danny at RMC and told him basically get me into something else because this isn't working, I can't even drive it. So we started to search for an RWB, but I only had one requirement. It was that it had a full interior and looked pretty freaking cool. And then he called me and said this finally came in from Norway, of all places, and so this would be personally a fit. Now, they spend a lot of money on the details of this car, which are things that I personally like. Now, I know RWB hardcore fans will say you need recaro seats, a gutted interior, and an engine with a turbo in it so that you can go as fast as you can while making sure your body kit doesn't get ripped off. But in this particular case, I personally wanted something much more casual that I could actually drive once in a while and somewhat make people think I'm either really gay or really cool. I'll let you guys decide that part. But nonetheless, this has a full interior done in Alcantara. The motor's been completely redone, the interior's been completely redone, and all the little stuff has been made to still be drivable, nonetheless pretty cool looking. So personally, I adore this car. I think it's a very interesting, beautiful car. I don't know how much road time you'll see. I mean, I do intend to drive it. That was kind of the purpose of buying a car that had a full interior. And I already have a 993 Collecto car, so this is more of a additional kind of like cool RWB car to put away. I do believe these things will be worth something down the road. I don't know that this worth is really more speculative in nature than it is really of worth collectability, but this car was somewhat of an RWB body kit fused with a lot of OEM parts, and I personally like that. While some people may say it's not RWB enough, it kind of really works out for what I'm going to do with it, especially with the Ruby Star look. It's definitely something unique you don't see on every other RWB out there. You'll notice the OEM GT2 wing, which is pretty cool, and a lot of the upgrades here with the tail lights and the headlights not being RWB, but being part of these third-party sites that make more modernized headlights and tail lamp systems for the 993 body. They replaced the wheels since it first came from Norway, which is pretty cool. It has an exhaust as well. You have these more Fusk-looking wheels from back in the day, so a very retro kind of design. And you have these really awesome white canards that kind of match kind of the theme of the white and the pink and the silver together. I think it overall came out pretty good. One thing that I would say is, again, this isn't the typical type of car that I drive a lot of, but I wanted to kind of do something radical. As you've seen, I kind of like really 90s and 2000 cars, so this is basically my latest acquisition. Now in 2025, I'm going to do a full garage update for you guys so you can see all the new cars that are here. I mean, you guys have gotten a glimpse of this, so you can see all around here, lots of new cars, lots of new toys, things you may have seen. There's a lot of cars at the shop now getting customized as well. He's working on something pretty incredible up there. That's another acquisition I just made that's pretty exciting and unique, something you're not going to see every day. So you know, a lot of cars here. We're up to 37 cars in total now, so that's insane. The Exotic Car Hacks collection is growing. It's gonna be pretty exciting to see once the top deck is full of cars. What are some of your favorite 90s and 2000s cars? And then let me know what you think of the new RWB. We're gonna do a full review on this, driving it. Some of you that have been looking at buying RWBs and may not know as much about buying these, like I didn't. It took me a year of like kind of educating myself around what I wanted, what I didn't want with these cars. I can tell you it's definitely something that's not as black and white as something else you would buy where you can see the values everywhere and understand them. This is really a lot of speculation. It really comes down to colors and builds and stuff, but this was a really cool looking build. That's why I went with it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you next time for Exotic Car Hacks.